Hello, everybody. Sorry if I was like a few minutes late, but welcome here to the qualifiers for the 2023 TMSRA Invitational here on the PCSRA Sports and Gaming Channel. As we're getting set as I need to actually get rid of you, so you don't see spoilers. But I will have let's see. D and Q. I'm just going to put that up there. Anyway, so welcome to Texas. We're getting set for this invitational. Sorry if I'm a few minutes late. Blue Junior did not wake me up in time. So, yes. Hi, Skylar in the chat. As we're getting set for the first race of the day, I'm going to show you all the starting grid over to the right side of your screen as we're getting set for Texas for this deal. How this is going to work is that the 5 drivers, the D&Qs, which means the 5 drivers who don't finish in the top 20, will go home. That's how it works. All right, let's get this race going. Cars are rolling off behind the pace car. All right, I'm going to let everybody know we are live. I don't want to do direct message. PCSRA, I'll just put in the PCSRA gentle. Because I hit the wrong one. All right, sorry about that. 51 laps of racing. Top 20 from each races will make tomorrow's feature event. As we're excited to get this race underway. I need to actually put my charger down here. Excuse me. Damn allergies. All right, here we go. Qualifier number 1 is green. Let's go racing, drivers. Of course, I got 2 different Texas versions. I'm using the 2005 version, and then tomorrow we'll be using the regular Texas version, the Papyrus one. Either or I like, if you know what I mean. Jeffrey O'Connor started on the pole for race number 1. He is now into the lead of the race, driving the Poppy Bank Toyota out of Joe Gibbs Racing. This is the car that Sean Art drives this year in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Riley Pearson in the 2. Driving for Richard Childress Racings, sponsored by TaxSlayer.com on his Chevy Camaro. Jeffrey O'Connor and Riley Pearson. This is their first ever starts on this channel. There's Michael Brown and Matthew Hubert battling each other, and right behind him is the 04 of Lauren Ekstrom. Michael Brown has not much. Michael Brown, who runs in the Camping World Truck Series on this channel. Matthew Hubert, also a Truck Series driver. Lauren Ekstrom is a Monster Energy Series driver. In fact, after this race, Lauren Ekstrom, as well as many other drivers that are in this event, will get ready to grab a helicopter and fly over to Kansas Speedway, which you'll see the Monster Energy Series race tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hope you will be joining in from Kansas. 7 of Barrett Compton Jr. This is a driver I've never heard of before. His first start on this channel. Nathan Orman passing Marty Gold. That's one of Zachary Taylor's drivers. Angel Gutierrez. Ranger. Sebastian Palmer. This is a driver I've never had on this channel before. His first start on this channel. Lucian Bianchi. Tatiana Guerra. Hadley Martindale. That's, I want to say, Kyler Anderson, the 10. Philip Egger, the 3rd, making his first start on the channel. Bradley Ream. Jesse Art, this is her home race, along with Sean Art. That was Cody Smart, you saw in the 22. Grace Takayama in the 8. Courtney Lynn, Maxie Chilton, Sean Art, and Zachary Taylor, who's at the rear of the field. Right now, the 5 that are in the danger zone are Cody Smart, Maxie Chilton, David Heller. I forgot to mention he's driving the 21. The 1 of Sean Art, and Zachary Taylor. Don't like when they're not, race 2, we're going to move it to the regular Texas, because this shouldn't be spread out, if you ask me. Unless I got to fix the ratings on these 2. I'll have to check. Because there's no way why they're pulling out to a big lead, so I'll have to check the ratings to fix it all if they make the race. Either that or it's the track. One of the 2. So I made sure to check all these cars before I start the races and all that, so. Let me go ahead and share this in the Eurocard Discord. I want it in. There we go. Yes. And I'll make sure to say the right gender because I've been doing a pretty bad job about it, so. There's Zachary Taylor. If Zachary Taylor doesn't make the main event, that just pretty much sums up his weekend in a nutshell. Because remember, back on Friday at Ricky, Zachary Taylor was one of the 4 drivers eliminated from the playoffs. There's Hadley Martindale. Cody Smart, who made it into the next round of the Foster Series playoffs. So happy for him. So did Jesse Art. Same with her brother, Sean. There's Bianchi. Bianchi will make his debut after next week's Foster's race at Toronto. Nathan Orman, who's working on his teammate Michael Brown. Ormy's another driver who just recently got eliminated in the let's start that again in English. Nathan Orman, who was recently eliminated from the Foster Series Championship. There we go. Yeah, it's best I start that over in English without derping. All right, now I'm going to post this in the President's Chat so people can join. We'll see if Nathan Orman can get end off his good season. Jeffrey O'Connor and Riley Pearson now have a 3-second lead over third place Michael Brown. Lauren Ekstrom in 4th. Michael Brown will be racing in the Truck Series next season, and maybe the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, I don't know. I think he may be focused on just the Truck Series, along with his good companion, Carlos Rodriguez. Of course, they're the only 2 male drivers, other than Nathan Orman, that Ormy has on his team. I mean, the rest of Ormy's drivers are female drivers, so there you go. Matthew Hubert, like I said, a Truck Series driver. Trying to go after Lauren Ekstrom. Lauren Ekstrom is a Monster Energy Series driver, as I alluded to earlier. She drives the number 73 FIFO Rum BMW for her own team, Australian Motorsports, in the Monster Energy Series. So far, all 3 of her entries have been to victory lane this season. Of course, all 3 will be back in the Monster Energy Series in 2024. Tatiana Guerra right behind Angel Gutierrez. Tatiana will be driving this number 11, this same number 11, in the Truck Series and in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, and also will be taking part in the divisions for the Monster Energy Series next season. I bet she's looking forward to that. Joining her in trucks will be Bianchi, who interestingly enough is right here. The good thing for Lucian Bianchi, Maxie Chilton, and Tatiana Laguerra, as far as those 3 drivers are concerned, they cannot lose their charters in the Coca-Cola Truck Series and Buffalo Wild Wings Series. So regardless if they're in the danger zone next season, they cannot lose their charters. So, hallelujah. Michael Brown's going to be driving if Jimmy Baker makes it to the Buffalo Wild Wings Series this year in trucks, Michael Brown would be driving the 02 for next season, should Jimmy Baker make it into the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Hi, it's June 4th. Why can't we watch? Oh, yeah, that's because, like I said, I just woke up, so I'm sorry to you guys and gals. I know you'll forgive me. Courtney Lynn's back here in 24th. Courtney Lynn's a Monster Energy Series driver. There's Maxie Chilton. Maxie's running the 54 in the Foster Series for the remainder of the season, because when I was recording the Foster Series races, well back then, Michael Mickenturf was in the hospital and was out for the season because of medical reasons, so that's why Maxie Chilton took over the driving duties. There's David Heller, teammate to Riley Pearson, excuse me there. I could also say the 3 is a teammate as well. Yeah, I don't know why I have 2 cars that pulled away, because I've checked the ratings, and the ratings looked okay as we're halfway through this first qualifier of 2. And if any of y'all come in the stream, I'm not gonna spoil like I know Frank has, Noguera, Maxie Chilton, and Bianchi. Tomorrow in the main event, I'm going to be discussing about how I'm going to start doing get more people reserve rides for next seat for the not 2024, because 2024 stuff is already confirmed. It would be for 2025, depending how quick I can get 2024 done. Jeffrey O'Connor. Should also point out when we get to the main event tomorrow that whoever wins this race would get a reserve ride for not the 2024 season, because like I said, the 2024 season is being recorded, unless I want to redo it and just make it fair for everyone. Which, probably that's what's going to happen, because like I said, to be fair, I would like to do that. So, whoever wins this special event tomorrow will get an automatic reserve ride in either the Coca-Cola Trucks or Buffalo Wild Wings series, and also, or the divisions for Monster. As long, here's the key word, as long as you did not take part in a Buffalo Wild Wings or Truck Series season. Like, in other words, if you have a full-time ride in the Foster Series, you cannot, you would not get that reserve ride. No, it would go to the driver who does not have a ride in the 3 series I just mentioned. And the yellow is out. Well, I was wondering when we're going to have a yellow. Oh, we got a wreck on the front straightaway. And it's Maxie Chilton. Uh-oh. Grace Takayama's involved. Hi, one person that just joined and somehow left. A lot of damage to the 8 car. Maybe we need to stop having the leaders get spread out to a 7-second lead. Good grief. Oh, that's why. Looks like, let's see here. That's hard to tell who I'm going to put fault at. Because like I said, the 4 and 8 were so close to each other. And around those two go. And then, oh, that's bad luck for Maxie Chilton. He turns the 8 car, and the 8 car comes back and gets payback. Grace backs in the wall with the rear end of her LS Tractor Chevrolet. A lot of right side damage on the KSDT Series Chevrolet for Maxie Chilton. Excuse me. Darn allergies. Don't you hate it? Yeah, at least I have some Kleenex in my room, so that's why the yellow is out for the first time today. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys the restart, just so I'm not wasting time and yada, 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 if you know what I mean. Which I think you all know what I mean. Hadley Martindale on the bubble. Hadley, by the way, is the sister to Prudence Martindale, you'll see in the second race. Hadley Martindale will be running a limited schedule in the AutoZone Amateur Series in 2024. All right. Of course, the 8 car is going to be off the pace due to the rear end damage, and this is a 1.5 mile racetrack, and aerodynamics mean a lot here at Texas. Ace car is off. We're going to go back green on lap 36 of 51. Back to green here at Texas. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's the track or... You can go away, please. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why my NR did that. Massive apologies. That should have not happened, in my opinion. Jeffrey O'Connor, Riley Pearson. Of course, I've never heard any of these two drivers before. I'm trying to... I don't know if this Riley is a guy. I know the Riley I have in the Monster Energy Series is a gal. I'm just going to say he. Which, if I mispronounce, and if I forget, let me start that over in English. If I mistaken the wrong gender, and like I said, I do apologize, because like I said, I just woke up not that long ago, so just FYI. There's Cody Smart. Cody Smart is in a nom sandwich. He's got Michael Brown in front, and he's got Nathan Orman behind him. Of course, Ormy's trying to redeem himself after he just recently got eliminated in the in the Foster Series. Well, if his cars don't win, then his drivers are eliminated from the Monster Energy Series Championship. I keep forgetting about that. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix the ratings on the 2 and 18, so that way they're either that or it's got to be the track, because there's no other way why they're getting spread out. Either way, the 10 is on the bubble, and it looks like Maxie Chilton's going to be the unlucky person, as he will definitely be going home along with Grace Takayama. That's a shame. But Maxie Chilton we'll see him next week at Toronto's. We got 10 to go in this first qualifier. Remember, we have 2 qualifiers today. Yep, both are off the pace, so that doesn't surprise me. David's about to lose the pack. Courtney Lynn and Zachary Taylor in danger, as this needs... Sorry about that. My stupid update's like, oh, I need to get in the way. Get out of the way, stupid update. No, we want to get in the way. Sorry about that. My laptop needs to quit being a derping hyena, putting updates in the middle of the road when I'm trying to commentate the damn race. Jeez. It's more than likely the track. I don't think it's the cars, because I've checked every rating on the cars, and they're all they should be all the same, because there's no reason why they're not. Oh, yellow's out. I wonder what for. I don't know what the yellow's for. I'm guessing we had a debris caution or something coming off the 8. And the 8 and 2 already passed the start-finish line when the yellow came out. And Michael Brown and them slowed way down, so now they're going to have to play catch-up. I don't know what the yellow's for. If there's no yellow, we'll just go straight to the restart. Or why the yellow's out. I don't know why the yellow's out. I'm going to check. Yeah. Yeah, there was nothing that happened. What the hell? So now, we took the green with about 6 laps to go, so we should get back to green with about probably 3 or 2 to go in this first qualifier. That's probably going to be my guess. And we're gonna get a... Looks like we're going to get a 3-lap dash to end this race. Cool. Not sure why the yellow came out. Unless it's a debris caution. or in my favorite term, a phantom yellow. Anyway, we're going to get ready to go green with 2 to go. Green, white, checker. To finish off the first qualifier of 2. Right now on the bubble is the 10 of Kyler Anderson. Zachary Taylor's on the outside looking in. We already know the 4 and the 8 are going to be the 2 drivers who will not make the show tomorrow. As we're coming to 2 to go, yeah, I'm going to have to fix the ratings on the 2 and the 18 because there's no reason why they're pulling away. Because we have not had any lead changes. Either that or it's a track, one of the 2. I'll investigate that. See, this is what happens when I've had to postpone the special event during the summers. We're on the last lap of this first qualifier. Hi, Skylar. You're in race number 2, so that was perfect timing. Because race 1 just concluded, and Jeffrey O'Connor just led every lap and won. Well, not every lap, but he's in the main event. That was a... How should I just say this and not be rude about it? That was kind of a lame. Let's see. Avon... As my house manager's back. So we got Jeffrey O'Connor, Riley Pearson, Nathan Orman, Barrett Compton Jr., Michael Brown, Samantha Granger, Matthew Hubert, Lauren Ekstrom, Cody Smart, Marty Gold made the race. So did Tatiana Guerra, Lucian Bianchi, Bradley Ream, Sean Art, Philip Egger III, also forgot to mention his first start. Angel Gutierrez, I think your drivers are in race 2 with you, Skylar. Hadley Martindale, Sebastian Palmer, Kyler Anderson, and Jesse Art got the final transfer spot. So both of the Art siblings will get to race in their home event. Sadly, the 5 drivers who will not make the show is Zachary Taylor. Well, that just sums up Zachary Taylor's weekend in a nutshell. Just got eliminated from the Foster Series Championship. Now he just failed to qualify for this race. GG. Courtney Lynn will not make the show. We'll see Courtney Lynn later tonight, as we will have our broadcast of the Monster Energy Series at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. David Heller will not make the show. Grace Takayama, will see her in the Camping World Truck Series race next week. And poor Maxie Chilton, dead last. We'll see Maxie Chilton next week at Toronto when we start the first race of the round of 12. All right, that's qualifier 1 done. I want to check and see if the ratings are okay. So give me a second, y'all. So that means I need to not have the 26, 21, 8, and 4 in there. Okay, gotcha. Let me see. Yeah, it was kind of ratings. Okay, I'll fix it. Doing a little intermission while we're at it. Yeah, for those who missed my little statement I said earlier, I'll go ahead and tell it since everybody's starting to come into the live stream. The guy or gal that wins this race, and here's the catch, it cannot be a driver that's a full-time driver in the Foster Series. So in other words, say, for example, if Cody Smart wins the race, he would not get the reserve ride because of 2 things. Number 1, he's a full-time Foster Series driver, and 2, I've outlawed full-time Foster Series drivers from getting reserve rides for the for the Coca-Cola Trucks, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Monster Energy Series. There is a chance I may end up restarting those series as far as that's concerned. I'm still debating whether or not I should go ahead and do that or wait until 2025, because like I said, I'm already like, I don't know how many races I've done. I've done, I think, 7 for Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm on 8 for Monster, and then I've done 4 for Amateur and 5 for Truck Series, the Coca-Cola Truck Series, not the Camping World Truck Series, to clarify, because I have 2 different Truck Series I run. The Camping World Truck Series, which is the one that I did signups, and then the other Truck Series where I didn't do the signups, which I'm going to actually change the sign-up plan starting next year. So, and I'll probably just say that, all right, problem solved. All right, race 2 is ready to go. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, please let me know in the comments or in the chat. Let's just use, no. Did my other Texas not get uploaded? Oh, well, oh well. This is the only Texas version I use, is the 2005. I thought I had the other the Papyrus version of Texas I like, but oh well. Now, to shut up the official who wants to say drivers to their rides, they're already in their rides, you darping hyena. Dylan Matthews on pole. And, okay, let's see. Cheyenne Berkshire. There's Avon and Josh Harmon starting 20th and 21st, right near the bubble, and Skyler starting 9th. All right, drivers, start your engines, yada, yada, yada. Been a cloudy day here, if you ask me. There's Dylan Matthews on the pole for this race. That's a good line. All right, same rules apply. Bottom 5 that finished 21st through 25th will fail to qualify and join the other 5 that DNQ'd already. Making sure everyone, yeah, it looks like everybody's rolled off. I still have the grid for race 1. I need to have the grid for race 2, please. Thank you. Megan Jones starting in 3rd. Megan Jones is a Monster Energy Series driver, and as I said earlier, she's one of the drivers that's one of a few drivers that will be making the fly over to Kansas later tonight. Let's see if Prudence Martindale will be able to join her sis in making it in the main event. Green flag for race number 2. 51 laps, same rules apply. Dylan Matthews just got a lightning fast start. This is for Casey Kane Racing. Man, he is gone. Like, he just timed that start, caught the rest of the field sleeping. Will they be able to catch the 49? Hopefully. He'll lead the first lap. By the way, this is the roster we are going to have for the TMSRA Xfinity Series. Cody Goforth starting to drop back just a bit. Amanda Burns and Monica Burns, those 2 drivers that ran in the Oreo Cup Series this past season. And there's Amber Jones. Luna Farmer driving the 91. Christian Bracken. Christian Bracken's actually, interestingly enough, making his first start on the channel. Skylar Taylor getting passed by Addison Peterson. Skylar Taylor, the rookie in the PCSRA. Addison Peterson will be driving for Daniel Voiles Racing in the AutoZone Amateur Series next season. Sponsored by Ally Bank. Dylan Matthews just took off like a rocket ship, and can Megan Jones and others catch the fuel? What is it? The Fuel Me Chevy. Megan Jones runs the 093 Hyundai Sonata over in the Monster Energy Series. So even if she does not make this race, at least she still has a race to get ready for, which is tonight's main event. Check the back of the field here. Prudence Martindale's back here at the rear of the field. So is Zachary Taylor and Arena McShane. Avon Murray, I need to make sure this... Avon Murray, running in 22nd. This is not the run she would have liked. Yay, I got it right for once. Not to try to brag on anybody, but you get the point. Alexander Underwood. This car in Buffalo Wild Wings is driven by Kaylee Rankin, thank you. I had to think who was driving this 31 in Buffalo Wild Wings. This car is yet to go to Victory Lane in Buffalo Wild Wings, believe it or not. Becky Lynch on the bubble. And Avon Murray goes by her team owner, Skylar Taylor. Mitchell Hoax, by the way, making his first start. Or Michael Hoax, I'm sorry. Michael. Not Mitch. Michael. That was a nice fail by me. To be fair, this is what I get for having less sleep. So there you go. Josh Harmon there. Right behind Henrietta Fitzwater, the wife of Zachary Fitzwater. Yeah, Jones, Quinton Moore. Cody Goforth's pulling out. Dylan Matthews is just kicking, taking names and kicking everyone's teeth right now. Cody Goforth in second. See Fitzwater's back here struggling. Prudence Martindale and Arena McShane. Skylar Taylor trying to stay with Avon Murray. And they're trying to find a way to get around Becky Lynch, who's on the bubble coming into this, going into this, so. There's Priya McShane. This car in Buffalo Wild Wings is driven by Annie Winters. For those that don't know, Annie Winters is retiring from PCSRA racing at the end of this season, at the end of the 2023 season. She will still own her team, Winters Motorsports, next season. Josh Harmon. I've noticed this. I don't know who drives the 77 in Buffalo Wild Wings, but this car has failed to qualify several times. Not saying the 77 is not a good car to pick, unfortunately, to be honest with y'all, but this car, whoever drives it in Buffalo Wild Wings series, has failed to qualify several times, and the team hasn't been happy. But they're happy to have Josh Harmon in the field. Megan Jones just got passed by the Burns sisters. Cody Goforth making his, I think he's making his PCS, his first start on the channel. He is a former Triple P panelist, believe it or not. I see somebody up ahead there. Oh, that's Dylan Matthews. Matthews is just putting on a clinic. Marina McShane not doing much. Skylar Taylor pushing Evan Murray. I can definitely say these two are teammates because it's coming out of the same account. So 48 getting kicked up to the high side. Yeah, I'm going to have to find a better Texas version for this because I don't know why. And I did check the 49. The 49 had 40 by 60, so I really don't know if it's the track or if it's the package we got here. Either way, because Texas has never liked this when I did the race weekend a few months ago. Even Murray's lost the spot to Skylar. Skylar got around her. I think Avon can go ahead and get around the 93 right about now would be the perfect time. Right now, Josh Harmon's currently chilling, and he's just now in the top 10. Skylar is now on the bubble. Last time we checked. Hi, second person that's watching, by the way, other than Skylar. Yes. Just a little disclaimer. I did not say the right gender name for Avon Murray in the next Camping World Truck Series race, so I'm going to start saying it correctly going forward. So I just want to give everybody a little disclaimer, and I do apologize to Skylar for that. Because, like I said, to be fair with y'all, I'm still trying to get used to the quote-unquote pronouns that we're now starting to do in this country, which I don't know why, but I'm not going to complain about that. Quentin Moore is another driver who made it into the next round of the championship. Skylar's still on the bubble last time by. We're checking back here because the leader is pulled out to a lead. Well, as soon as I say that, Skylar Taylor is going to get around the 99. And Avon Murray is in. Skylar Taylor is on the outside looking in, but not for long. Josh Harmon got up there on the high side. Sorry about Michael Mickenturf interrupting me while I'm trying to stream. Yeah, I'm going to have to check the 49's rating because I think it's 40 by 60 because I checked to make sure it was 40 by 60, and he took off like he left everybody in the dust. There's no reason why he's got a 3-second lead, but the last thing Dylan Matthews needs to see is a caution because that will just have everybody coming right back up to the 49. There's the 44. This car in Buffalo Wild Wings is driven by Makoto Tanaka. The 90 car at a DJM Motorsports is an all-star team, and that team has failed to qualify several times. Mitchell Hodak running in the 47. This car is driven by Jennifer Power. She's failed to qualify for that car several times. Of course, she's just trying to make her Buffalo Wild Wings Series debut later this year. There's been rumors Sarah Costello and Lauren Grubias will be making their debuts later in the year in the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, to be more specific, most notably during the playoffs. And Avon Murray and Skylar Taylor are about to go by Josh Harmon. Of course, those three drivers are on the same account. I believe all three are in the field. Yeah, all three are in. As long as the 77 does not fall outside the top 20. which is the danger zone of quote-unquote getting eliminated. Megan Jones in the 36. This car driven by, well, once my girlfriend Lainey Fredrickson, not anymore. Of course, Lainey Fredrickson and I would have been celebrating our let's see, we ended up dating, I think, this time last year. Or no, I take that back. This time 2 years ago we were dating. But not anymore, if anyone's curious, so. Of course, these qualifiers have been done in cloudy conditions. I have a feeling the main event's going to be done in sunny conditions, as Josh Harmon can't get to the bottom, and now he's going to be put on the bubble. I know I want to be talking about the battle, the leader right now, but this is more important back here. And now Josh Harmon, who was in not that long ago, is now on the outside looking in. As the 99 of Cheyenne Berkshire, one of Zachary Taylor's drivers, is now on the bubble. This transfer spot is more important than the leader. I do apologize to Dylan Matthews, but he's just, like I said, more than likely going to win this race. This battle back here is where I'm very curious about. Shut up, laptop. Yeah, my roommate Mario gave me cookies, but I need something to go with it. I'll make some lunch after this race is over. And whatever I'm having, I already know 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be going to figures jail, if you know what I mean. As Michael and Mario are about to interrupt me while I'm trying to do this race. Knowing my roommates, they'll more than likely interrupt me. Speaking of the Monster Energy Series drivers, to avoid any conflict with IndyCar and NASCAR today, I moved the Monster Energy Series race to 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Little disclaimer, if you guys did not see the Trucks Buffalo Wild Wings Series races from Kansas, link will be up to the top right-hand corner. So, yes. Also should point out, as we're looking at Dylan Matthews, if you all have not subscribed to this channel, I highly recommend you do so. So that way you don't miss any races for Camping World Truck Series, 2024 stuff that I'm still working on in the process. Yada, yada, yada. So, just so we're all clear on that. Now, Josh Harmon's going to have to find a way to get by Cheyenne Berkshire. The only way he can make the race is if somebody has a mechanical problem. Skylar Taylor. Of course, we saw a Joe Gibbs Racing driver miss the show. That would be Zachary Taylor. Skylar's trying to not become the second JGR car to miss the race. Of course, this is a JGR car, the 54, because we have the 18, 19, 20, and 54. All 4 of them out of Joe Gibbs Racing. Because I know Marty Gold made the field. Jeffrey O'Connor made the field. Zachary Taylor was the only one who didn't. So Skylar's trying to make sure not to become the second JGR car to miss the show. And Josh Harmon just got around Alexander Underwood. So Josh Harmon trying to make sure all 3 of Skylar Taylor's drivers that signed up for the special event makes the show. As I said, the last thing Dylan Matthews needs to see is a caution, because we saw that in the first race, where that dreadful yellow flag reared its ugly head. Speaking of Dylan Matthews, Dylan messaged me last night on Discord about the whole issue with we were discussing about the reason why the 8-car in Herschel series is getting ejected. And the thing about Daniel Voiles Racing is they have so many drivers. Because in case y'all don't know this, of course, DVR, after 2020, DVR left the WLA to go to the ASCC, which I'm running full-time, by the way, in the ASCC, for anyone that's curious. I drive the 28 Lennard, and I'm in my second year in the ASCC, which is a big deal. Plus, I'm racing tomorrow. And it was Jackson Kelsey who I'm releasing after next week's race at Nashville. The main reason Jackson Kelsey is leaving is because DVR, Daniel Voiles Racing, hasn't been too happy with what Jackson's been saying in the press. I mean, because the difference between having real drivers on my team versus like my PCSRA drivers, like World NOS Racing, where I have co-owner Luke Knight, Annie Thomas, Betty Johnson, etc., because my team is like the biggest team out of everybody in the NR community. But the reason is Jackson has been really not performing the way we like. Now, if it's like how Lauren Grubius is doing, as far as performances are concerned in the Coca-Cola Truck Series, same with Sarah Costello, who has yet to go to victory lane in the Truck Series. That's how I based it off, because like I said, I have so many different rules about real drivers versus drivers like in the trucks and Buffalo Wild Wings, which I will be opening my Buffalo Wild Wings series team next season, because the McDonald's series team, the WLA McDonald's series team that I was going to have, which never happened, got to be now over in the PCSRA. So, I mean, no offense to Jackson last night, but if you got a lot of expectations and you got to perform well, like how Emma Tutu, who ran 4 races, was starting to perform well until Phoenix, when she decided, I'm just going to take out this driver for really no reason, and then was ejected from her ride right after that, as Josh Harmon is now in the final transfer spot. There you go. So, and I'm not, and like I said, it was not me who also made that decision with in releasing Jackson Kelsey. Remember, Luke Knight, who co-owns with me at World NOS Racing in the Monster Energy Series, also had to help me in that decision. So, and some people are like, well, what do you mean Luke Knight is helped you in the decision? Well, remember, Luke Knight and I are in a partnership, because Luke Knight and I merged teams in 2016 to become what is now World NOS Racing, as Zachary Fitzwater has been put a lap down to what is now called World NOS Racing, because, you know, because I have the NOS Energy sponsorship, and, you know, like I said, expectations. And some of you are surprised that I haven't even fired any of the World NOS Racing drivers, like Chloe and Ben Erickson, Luke Knight, Alita Perez, who's on that team. You know, because look at how much money they've been putting in that team and keeping that team afloat in this racing, as we're coming to 3 laps to go, sorry. And Dylan Matthews, I don't need to say if this was a start to finish, but it is a start to finish. But Dylan Matthews has got one fast Chevy Camaro. Uh-oh. Prudence Martindale's in trouble. Well, it didn't matter anyway, because Prudence Martindale wasn't going to make the show anyway, so didn't make a difference. But Dylan Matthews, I got to give props to this. First time this car hits the track, and he just kicked everybody's teeth and then some. Avon Murray's, by the way, up to 9th. Skylar Taylor's right now in 19th, and Josh Harmon is on the outside looking in, as we're at the white flag. So it looks like the 2 ladies from Skylar Taylor's going to make the show, unless something dramatic happens, which is not looking good for Skylar's now on the bubble, but I think she'll be okay. But here comes Dylan Matthews off turn number 4 for Casey Kane Racing. First win for this car on debut, and Dylan Matthews takes race 2 here at Texas. No question that was a start to finish. And who got the final transfer spot? Like Skylar Taylor's going to take care of it, and looks like Cheyenne Berkshire will take the final transfer spot over Josh Harmon. Well, there you go. Now the field is set for tomorrow's main event. Dylan Matthews no doubtably kicked everybody's teeth today. Good job to him. He'll make it in. So will Cody Goforth, Megan Jones, Monica Burns, Ashley Burns, Christian Bracken made the race. Amber Jones, Addison Peterson, Avon Murray, great job to her. I believe this is Avon's first career special no, I think she took part in the 10-year anniversary. I'll have to go back and look. But well done to her. Mitchell Hodak 10th, and then Luna Farmer, Deanna Jones, Priya McShane, Quinton Moore, Henrietta Fitzwater, Michael Hoax, Becky Lynch, Trinity Lee. Forgot to mention Trinity Lee is going to be driving for DVR next year in the AutoZone Amateur Series. Skylar Taylor and Cheyenne Berkshire took the final transfer spot. So that means the drivers who sadly will miss the show will include Josh Harmon, Alexander Underwood, Arena McShane, Zachary Fitzwater. That's the big surprise. I expected Fitzwater to make the show, and Prudence Martindale. Unfortunately for her, she will not make the show, but Prudence Martindale has a full-time ride lined up for Chip Ganassi Racing next season in Buffalo Wild Wings, and will be driving for Nice Motorsports in the Coca-Cola Truck Series next season. So there you go. But that's going to do it from the qualifiers here today. Congratulations to the 40 drivers that made the race. I'm sorry to the 20, the 6, the 21, 8, 4, 77, 31, 61, 39, and 51 who failed to make the show. And now our 40-car main event grid is all set. The question is, which one of those 40 is going to win the race? And if that's not enough, win an automatic reserve ride for next season in the PCSRA's Coca-Cola Trucks, Buffalo Wild Wings, or Monster Energy divisions. Remember, it cannot be Zachary Taylor, Nathan Orman, Cody Smart. I'm not in it, so y'all are safe as far as that's concerned. David Heller's DNQ'd, so Zachary Taylor's out. So it can't be Nathan Orman or Cody Smart because they've already done a full season in the series. In fact, Ormy's already done like, what, 2 or 3 seasons in Munster. Oh, yeah, Sean and Jesse Art. It can't be any of those 4 drivers because if it does go to one of those 4 drivers, the next driver that does not have a reserve ride would get the reserve ride instead. So just want to point that out. So, but if you guys enjoyed this double qualifying session for the TMSRA Invitational, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. Also want to point out Quentin Moore is also another driver that cannot win the reserve ride because you know what I mean. We've shown your full finisher results from this qualifier. If you didn't see the first one, you can rewind the stream after the stream goes up to find out where you finish and all that. Up next is the main event you'll see tomorrow. The question is, who's going to take the main event? You'll have to tune in tomorrow to find that answer out. Until then, I've been Daniel signing off. As you've been watching another broadcast of PCSRA TV, the best center racing since 2017. We'll see you tonight for the Monster Energy Series race at Kansas. So long from Texas.